Evening, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great evening. Everybody, pen and paper on. We're going to have an amazing training today. Today is Monday, July 10th. It is 6:32 here. All right. So, guys, turn on your cameras as well. So I know that you guys are here, are present. All right, great. So today, what I want to talk about the business in general. So, guys, we're here. We joined this business because we saw the opportunity. We saw everything that you can accomplish here, that you know that you can accomplish at any other place, right? And as we're here, like just like we were shown the opportunity, of course, we have to show the opportunity to others. And what are we gonna do while we show the opportunity to others? We have to be passionate when we show the opportunity. We have to show success stories. You have to share your story as well. You gotta tell people where you come from, where you at, and where you're going as well, right? You gotta share that with people that you bring in every day. Like for the interview, when you're like talking about yourself, when you're introducing yourself, you need to tell them, listen, I was there. I'm here right now, but listen, this is where I'm going. I'm going to become a six-figure earner, and you have to be passionate about it. Like you have to believe in yourself. If you say like, I'm going to become a six-figure and the next, I'm going to be a RVP. No, you have to be passionate. You have to believe in yourself because as you say, you're also putting it out there for the universe, guys. So that's something that you need to keep in mind when you're talking to your new people, especially, right? So in this business, we all know that you need to become a better person as well, right? You need to grow your mindset. How do you do that? You need to plug into every meeting, right? Personally, Cornegate meetings, those are my favorite. Cornegate, G2, Vivian Diaz, April Monte Bonner, Eileen J. Those are my favorite meetings, guys. But we need to be there for every meeting. We need to grow our mindset. We need to listen to them because as we listen to people that listen, the meetings that we go to, those people, they already went through whatever we're going through right now. Right? We need our people also to be there because if we don't bring our people there, maybe when we say it, it's not gonna click the same. But when they hear someone else say it, or when they see someone that's successful already say it, they're gonna be like, okay, if they went through that and I'm going through this, it's nothing like it. If they went through it and they overcame that, I can do it as well, right? So we need to have like a learning mentality every single day. If you're not hungry for knowledge, then what are you doing here? Like if you're not willing to learn here, then what's going on, guys? Right? So as your mind is expanding, as you're opening your mind to new things and new you're learning new things about the world, about especially in finances, right? A lot of people are gonna just like distance from you, right? Especially your closest friend, because let's say like Vivian Diaz last night, she was saying that she was a party girl. All she was doing in the weekends, it was going to parties. And then when she started posting things about like learning, self-development, then she lost a lot of friends, and nobody was taking her serious when it came to the opportunity and the business, right? So that's something that's gonna happen. That's something that you need to expect from other people. They're not learning what you're learning. So people they hate what they don't know. They hate on what they don't know. So you have to you just have to have the courage to be disliked. If you're trying to be liked by everybody, then you're not. What are you doing here? Right? You cannot please everybody. You cannot do what everybody wants you to do. Like let's say your mom and dad, they want you to do this, like be a teacher or be like a police officer. That's not what you want. You want to do this, right? So they're gonna say it. They're gonna try to like talk you out of it, guys. So have the courage to be disliked, right? Your mindset has to grow because of your mindset. If you don't learn, right? If you don't learn, how are you going to teach your people? How are you going to teach the people that come here every day? You cannot just throw them in a meeting. You have to talk to them one-on-one. You are their leader. You have to talk to them one-on-one. They need to see that you know as well. Because if they see that you just throw them in meetings, what are they gonna think? They're gonna be like, yeah, she doesn't know anything. That's why she's just putting me in those meetings. That's why she's just sending me to those meetings, right? You need to learn so you can teach others. All right. And after you learn, right, because you're gonna learn about mindset, everything, most of the things, this is 80% mindset and 20% skills. Right? So after you, because everybody goes through adversity, right? If you watched the success stories like Vivian Diaz, April Montebonner, you're gonna see what they went through. Vivian Diaz, she lost her mother. April Montebonner, April husband, he was in jail. He was in prison, right? So whatever we're going through, it doesn't compare to the things that other people in this company has been through, and they are successful right now. They overcome that, right? So after getting what you pray for, guys, pray for discipline to keep it and wisdom to multiply it. That's what you need to do, right? So another thing is that I did this today. The idea wasn't actually mine. The idea came from Maya. She was talking in the group chat that we have, and she was like, guys, I think we should share like the success stories that there's out there in YouTube, like Vivian Diaz, April and Monte Bonner. I said, okay, we're gonna try it. So I got this girl, she's from Chicago. And the first thing I did after the IBA was, let me show you this story. She's Mexican, right? So now that I see, yes, okay, so you're Hispanic, you're Mexican, you speak Spanish, okay, good. Let me show you the story. I know you're gonna relate. Because I remember when I first joined, my leader at the time, the first thing that she did, she sat with me and she was like, look at this person. Her name is Vivian Diaz. She's successful. She's making over $500,000 a year. Look at her story. Tell me what you think about it. And she sat with me and she watched the story with me. And guys, let me tell you, that's just from that point, I was like, yes, she is the person that I'm gonna look up to. She inspires me. I'm gonna be like her one day, right? So I was like, okay, she went through that. Okay, then there's nothing I cannot overcome. So I showed that to my girl. Her name is Liliana, right? And then in the video as well, Vivian Diaz, she talks about when her mother passed away. She talks about how she had her team had her back and everything. And I told her, okay, so listen, she was able to grieve in peace. Like, she had a business, she had a team, and then she was making money. She was grieving and she was making money, right? That's the importance of having a team. You need a team with you, because if something happens to you or your family and you can't work, you want to keep making money, right? She goes, yes. Okay, then let's bring people in. I explained to her about social media. I explained to her HMs. I explained everything, right? So she brought two people, guys, in the Zoom, and like I would say an hour and a half, two people to watch the video, right? She was there. She was taking notes. She was inspired. I even showed the April Monte Bonner video to one of the guys that she brought in, and he was ginger, guys. He was excited. So let's get into the habit. Like, if you don't have a success story, share someone else's success story. But also remember, you have to share your story first. And like Maya said it in the Thursday training, she said, guys, introduce yourself first, but say where you were, where you at, and where you're going, because that's gonna inspire people. Something that I do is that I tell people, listen, I joined last year, and then I went to convention as well. I got to see the CEO of the company. I got to see everybody from the company. I got to see 20, 19, 18-year-olds making $10,000 a month. And if they can do it, there's nothing that I can't do, right? They're not better than me. That's what I tell them. They're not better than you either. You can do it. So, yes. So the importance, I always explain the importance of having a team. Like, guys, there's no I in the word team, but there's an I in win, right? So you need to have a team and you need to win together. All right, guys. So if you guys have any questions for me, but that's all I have to say. Any questions?
I don't have a question, but that was really good.
Thank you.
So I have a question. Hi. So my question to you is very simple. I mean, I know that you are doing a lot with the internet. How would you compare your marketing efforts? And I'll use marketing as opposed to prospecting, because I think some of what you do on the internet is marketing. How would you compare your marketing efforts on the internet versus prospecting in terms of rejection, in terms of interacting with people, and so on and so forth? Thank you.
Okay. So, all right, let me just translate the words in English. All right. So the thing about the internet is there's a lot of people that they see what you post and they think it's something else. Like they think they just are gonna sign up and then they're not gonna join again, and that's all. And they're gonna make money. And then they think that, yeah, I'm gonna just go sign up for the courses and do the courses and that's it, right? And then they ghost you, right? What prospecting is like, they see you, they know that you're real, and then they join on Zoom. You have to keep the same energy that you had when you prospected them. You need to have the same energy, maybe more excited when they join, because when they join is when you actually show the opportunity, right? So I lost track of track. Okay, can you say it again? The question.
I said in terms of getting people on the internet versus getting people in the real world, how does the difference? Because, for example, and I think you touched on this a few seconds ago, in the real world, you're able to meet people, shake their hand, look at their body language, understand how they carry themselves, and so on and so forth. On the internet, you're literally seeing someone on a computer screen. They see you, you see them. Your relationship is one where the person could be down the street or could be all the way across on the other coast. So how, I guess, let me rephrase my question. How do you develop that dynamic where the person feels comfortable with you, where the person feels that you are real, where they feel that they can, I don't want to say trust, but maybe that's the word, but where they feel comfortable enough, literally, to go into business with you? I mean, obviously they sign up. I mean, and I saw it today with Lillian. I mean, you don't know Lillian from anywhere. She found you on the internet, you found her, she gave you her information, she signed up to work with us, and so on and so forth. So obviously that initial trust was there. But what do you do to cement that trust in order to prolong the relationship to the point where the person feels comfortable enough to act as an independent leader? Thank you again.
All right. Okay, now I get it. All right. Well, when I started the meeting, what I changed things around, because I used to like, let me get to know a little bit about you, and then I'm gonna tell you about myself. But after Thursday, Maya said that she talks about herself first, and then she asks about the person, so they feel more comfortable. So I'm trying that out, and it has been working really good. So what I do is I tell them about myself, my story, when I came to the United States, the responsibilities I had at 14 years old, how I struggled in high school because I didn't know English, how I went to college because my parents, that's what they wanted for me, not because that's what I wanted. I tell them also that my mom wasn't here. Like, I tell them all my struggles that I had before the business and during the business as well, like personal struggles. And then they feel comfortable because they see that I'm normal, that I'm struggling, that I'm not perfect. That's what they see, right? So what I do after I get the IBA or during I'm doing the IBA, I've been working a lot on like building relationships with people on Zoom, because in person you can build relationships with them. It's easier, but on Zoom it's a little bit more complicated because it's like, I don't know, you just cannot like get to the person that well. So what I do is after during I'm doing the IBA, if they're, let's say, if they're from another state, I just ask them, have you been to New York, or would you like to come to New York one day? And they say, yes, I would like to, or I've been there, right? And then if they say, no, I haven't, and okay, don't worry, you're gonna make a lot of money. I'm either gonna go visit you over there so you can show me around, or you're gonna come here, I'm gonna show you around here. Okay. And then I also ask them like personal questions like, oh, do you have siblings? Do you have, are you the oldest daughter, the oldest brother? I ask them as well, like, what's your favorite music? If they're Hispanic, I try to like find something in common. Like, let's say in music taste, I'll be like, okay, what kind of music do you listen to? Do you listen to Spanish music? What's your favorite food? What do you like to eat? What do you like to do in your free time? What do you like to like, do you like to read? Do you like to listen to music? Do you like to just be alone in your free time? That's something that I ask them. I also ask them, listen, you're gonna be learning here a lot, but I want to know something. I want to know how what's the fastest way for you to learn something? Are you a visual learner or you a hands-on learner? That way I know how to teach you. And then they tell me, and then I asked them about high school. Okay, well, what did you do in high school? Like that. This is after the IBA. I don't usually ask these questions before the IBA, but after and during the IBA is when I ask like personal questions, because I want to build that relationship already. I want them to feel like, yeah, she's just gonna take my money and that's it. I want to make them feel like, okay, so she's nice. She could be my friend, right? And then after I get their personal phone number, and I don't use text now. I don't use Google Voice. What I do is I use my phone number on iMessage. I text them every single day. I text them good morning with a quote. Like, I can tell you what I texted them this morning. Yes, this
I'm
morning
very impressed. Let me just say,
yeah, this morning I texted them, good morning, you're so busy doubting yourself while let me start over. You're so busy doubting yourself while so many others are intimidated by your potential. That's what I send them every morning. I change the quote. I send them good morning. I also send them a good night text, right? And I either use another quote or I use a video. I use the last video I sent, it was an animated short story. It was how to be more disciplined. And then the next day I asked them, did you watch the video? Even though they don't reply to me. Like, I have people that they don't reply to me, but since they don't reply to me, they don't tell me to stop, I just keep doing it. So I asked them, how was the video? What did you learn about the video? Like, I remember this person yesterday, one of my teammates, I told her, let me see. She didn't answer about the video, and then the next day I said good morning with another quote, and then I said, did you watch the video? She was like, yeah, I did. And I asked how was it. She was like, well, it was really relatable. And I was like, okay, implement it little by little, you can do it, right? So we had a conversation right there and there. So I also text my people like in the middle of the day with another quote. Like, I either use like a Bible verse or I use something that's inspiring, right? So that's how I let them know that I'm there for them. Even though they're not there for me, I'm there for them, and that I'm real, and that I'm always going to be real with them. Like, this person, she did the IBA the other day, and literally the same day she ghosted me. She ghosted me and she followed me on TikTok. She followed me on every social media account. And then she wouldn't answer my text messages until I sent something. Let me see what it was that resonated with her. That she all right, I literally just said happy Sunday, and then she answered happy Sunday. It was literally yesterday, right? So, and I've been seeing her like traveling and everything, but I just kept going. Like, I can literally show you guys. She ghosted me. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Can you guys see? Look, that's all me. That's all me, guys.
you're doing a good job.
right? And then she used to like react to some of them, and then she wouldn't reply to them. So I show them that I'm real. And then at the time when the IBA, when I do after the IBA, what I do is as well, I tell them, listen, one thing that you're gonna get from me is a lot of communication. I'm gonna communicate a lot of things with you. I'm gonna be in touch with you every day. So I'm expecting the same from you. I let them know straightforward, like I let them know, listen, I'm gonna text you every day, every morning, every night. And then they know that already. So if they don't tell me to stop, I'm not gonna stop. I heard from this leader in Colorado once, right? His name is Carlos. I forgot his last name, but his name is Carlos. He told me, if people don't ask you to stop, then don't stop. Keep texting them. Because some people, they ghost you because maybe they're going through something, right? Maybe they're going through something and they just stop. They just ghosted you for no reason. It's just their issue, right? But then they're just scared to come back because they think that they let you down, because they think that you're gonna be mad at them because they quit. I actually had this girl the other day. It was before I implemented the texting my people every day. She it was because sometimes guys, it's just the right time for people, right? It's not the right moment for them. So she texted me telling me to help her with something about I don't remember. And then I answered and she was like, oh my God, you answered. I thought you were mad at me because I couldn't do it because I quit on you. And I was like, no, why would I be mad on you? Mad at you because listen, everybody has problems, everybody has issues. That's fine. I understand that. Right. So that's what people think. As soon as they quit or they like ghost you for 2 days, they feel so ashamed to text you back because they think that you're gonna be mad at them. No, let them know, like text them every day. Really, guys, like when I wake up, the first thing I do is text good morning to everybody. That's the first thing I do. I text good morning to every single person I have on my team. And then before I go to sleep, like the last thing I do is text them good night with another quote or another video. Like you see me at 7-8 p.m. You see me on YouTube looking for a video that's gonna be interesting and educating for them. So that's what I do. Did that answer your question, sir?
That more than answered my question. Thank you very, very much.
Any more questions, guys? I have 5 more minutes.
6 minutes.
Oh, 6 minutes, guys.
Tiana, I know you have a question. Go ahead and ask.
You asked the question I was gonna ask, and then like as she was like explaining the answer to your question, she answered another question. So now I'm here thinking of a question.
Right. But yes, guys, like don't be ashamed.
Actually, I have a question. So the quotes you have, is there like a source? And if yes, can you share that source with everybody in the chat box here so that people can also go there and seem smart when they text their people?
Yes. I use this app. It's called Pinterest. There you can have like you can look for a lot of things there. So that's what I use. I have a thing as well. Like I created like an archive where I have all my things. Like I have one for Bible verses, I have one for quotes and quotes only. Like look, that's all the quotes that I have. So in the morning I just gotta choose one of the ones that I have there, but you can also like look for more. So that's the app that I use. So yes, you have to create an account. And if you guys want me to share the link with you, let me know and I'll send it to champions if needed. But
Fantastic.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Maya just asked in the chat, as a beginner starting out without a team, did you ever feel scared or nervous to communicate daily with your people? And the answer to that is yes. When I first started, I had my two leaders, I had two leaders, one division leader and a regional leader. They used to tell me all the time, communicate with your people, sending text messages. If they don't answer, that's okay. And they used to tell me also, like, if they quit, that's fine, just keep texting them. And I was like, why would I keep texting them? No, if they moved on, I'm gonna move on as well. If they ghosted me, I'm gonna ghost them too. Like, they're not better than me. But I felt really scared, but as I listened to people, like as I joined meetings and everything, this is why it's so important to join the meetings, every meeting. I heard leaders saying that they text their people every day. The videos actually, the video idea, I actually got it from Miguel Illich. He said in the Big Hitter call, he said that he used to send all his people a video to watch, and then the next day he will ask them, like first thing in the morning, he will ask them, how was the video? What did you think? What did you learn about the video? Like, that's how I got the video idea. All right. How I overcame that is just like going into meetings. Well, I overcame that in the way that I was listening to other people, like successful people doing it, and I was like, I'm not better than them, right? Who am I to stop texting people just because they stopped texting me? I'm gonna show them that I'm always for them. That because there's one thing, if you are texting someone, they did the IBA, you're texting them, right? And then they ghost you and just stop texting them, they're gonna be like, okay, so she only wanted my 124. She doesn't care about me. I knew she didn't care about me. She only wanted my money. That's why she didn't text me back. That's why she's not shaking up on me. So you have to let them know that even if they failed you, you're not gonna fail them, right? That even though they ghosted you, they have a friend. If they wanna like, or maybe how do I put this? They ghosted you and everything, but you're loyal to them, loyal to the point where if they want to come back anytime, any day, you're there for them, right? So just like that girl, like she was like, I just don't pay attention to it. It's just like a notes, like just think of it as like when they don't answer you, just think of it as like that's your notes. Think about it like, yeah, that's just my notes. I just put in there in my note, putting things in my notes. That's it. Don't ever get stressed about like, what if they don't answer? What if they think that I am annoying? Well, if they think that you're annoying, then they're either gonna block you or they are gonna tell you to stop. If they don't block you or tell you to stop, then keep going, because it means that they like to be getting those texts. You don't know whose day you're getting, like you're making easier, or you're encouraging someone with the notes that you're like texting them. Like imagine just waking up in the morning and seeing like a good morning text for someone that you just met for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes on a Zoom. And then you get every day you get text messages like good morning and a quote, like a beautiful quote there. Imagine how they will feel. Right? So that's how they know that you're there for them. Don't mind. It's okay. Like if they ghost you, if they ignore you, that's fine. That's fine. Just move on. Keep doing it, but move on, low-key. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, that's it for me. If you have
Thank
any,
you, Viviana.
let me know. If you guys need the link for the quotes and everything, let me know and I can send it to champions.